Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today? I regret to in fact, we have not heard back. Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. When we captured Scar, he claimed that the Fraxidit, it was around the same time that Madam Magistrate lost track of. If our Sentinel is, in order to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate has left for Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament, alone. The looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged. Madam Magistrate, however, the landscape around Mount Firmament. Currently, to learn more about Mount Firmament, I just, in her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual, despite her efforts to maintain composure. Madam Magistrate's situation might not. Rover, I have sent the court.
I'm listening. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't look edible, though. Not that I'm hungry or anything. And don't...
Let's head to the ferry. Mount Firmament. Our wayfinder should have plenty of information to share.
Stay behind me.
I hit cowering prey. Winds of the wild.
Are you trapped here by the rain? No need for thanks. We're about to embark on a journey together, Rover. I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing weiqi and became enthralled with their game. Upon his return home, he found a world transformed. Everything was different, as if in a new reality. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. Mount Firmament is such a place. But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and exiting its grounds. If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10, not to mention the situation on Mount Firmament. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal man. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions, which means Mount Firmament is basically a dead end. Lifespan is not the top. Jinshi has stated. She doesn't miss a thing, does she? Before Jinshi left, though, that's why I must lead you there. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to City Hall and asked about Jinshi. From what I understand, there is a strong link between you and the Sentinel. That overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side before our battle with the reviving Threnodian. It's a clear sign that your involvement could disrupt their plans, especially at Mount Firmament. Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter. They were also said to have stood alongside. And here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual. Is it you? If not you, who else could it be? It took me some effort to finally reach this conclusion. Rover, the journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. What you do after that is entirely up to you. The rain is subsiding, and the sky will soon clear. It's time for us to head out.
We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, it must be a creation. This is what they call a chronosorter. It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse small-scale events and restore objects to their previous. My master once told me about the Court of Savante and their fearless quest to unravel the mystery. Their dedication bore fruit, but what? Or do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. Let's give it a try. Stay behind me.
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive? and unshakable determination. Rover, it's the Fraxidus.
Roars of conquest! Kiss of me! New tactic! Try that again. All or nothing. Yeah. Together we howl. With me to victory. This is my moment. Very fast. Moment of victory.
Appear before me. Verity shines.
New tactic!
That's some attack. I'll end you. A shame.
It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier, another invention from the Corp. Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy.
Conception.
Once we've reached the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
So it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time, while others speed up or slow down unpredictably. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. These poor creatures, trapped in the temple. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel, leading to... I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning. We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's, we need to hurry to Hongzhen, a town nestled at the heart of...
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Chun-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Black. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Hongzhen suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a rover. Perhaps that dream is more than just a dream. It could be a glimpse into your own. Hongjian is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept. But every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. And it seems like she used it in a dire situation. The traces lead deep. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
Stay behind me.
The trace. Someone.
Must be Jinshi. Her using her resonance ability too much, but she must have had a reason.
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Stay behind me. Honor cannot be silent.
The traces disappear by the pond.
The vase on the stone table seems peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi,
Relax, they're our honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongjian. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again.
For years, I lived secluded. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It is reunited. And you, young lady, what shall I call you? My name is Xinyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seekers. That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a Court of Savante facility.
Lady Xingyi, please elaborate.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some... I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
The Sentinel was last seen flying, but little did they know. We had a defense system in place. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops. To get inside Mianlun Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth's...
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please.
The Fraxidus will most likely... I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, I never intended to believe their baseless claims. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of Jinzhou take control of their own destiny. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. The Mianlong Chamber was once renovated, but
I'll look into what you said.
we must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seekers Pass to meet up.
And the locals? I will send some men to open up the side exit for you.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi. Please, leave it to us.
In this place she was born. And in this...
Did Xingyi and Jinxi know each other?
Jinxi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped her, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinxi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
I assume this is the truth.
This should be another. We will. Nothing. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless we need. Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion. Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
Winds of the wild.
I see. Are we going to aim the disk's opening at the photon vault in the middle? It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon vaults simultaneously.
Winds of the wild.
The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
pretty good haul.
Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters, they don't look like the usual tacit discords. These also look like the works of the court of Savant.
They create these simulated holograms to protect customers.
Ooh, now is the second half. The fight is on! Break darkness! Glory in the
Leave it to me. Administering first aid.
A warrior dies with honor.
Acceptable damage.
Appear but strategic adjustment required.
I hear cowering prey.
Got some attack. Lackluster. In control.
Appear before.
Kiss me! Face me, coward! In control. New tactic. The fight is on! Die, evil! Ooh, now is the second half. On now! Conquest begins now. Badly fancied. In control.
Leave it to me. Rejuvenating snow.
New tactic. Ryan at the spear tip. Moment of victory. Heroes rule. Winners win. In control.
be saved. Never back down.
Is that all? New tactic! With me to victory! Boom! I will end you! All or nothing!
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we... The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a... Yes. See how each star represents... That mechanism we accidentally solved... Yes. What... Blood and scales here. It's Jinshi. She is... We are running out of... Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. with one of the temporal programs. So the Fraxid, there's only, in the end, the Sentinel and the
Winds of the wild. I hear cowering prey.
another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chronosorter. There is still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here. We may need to look around for a better vantage point. Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try? So it turned you into a Clangbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chronosorter. Let's give it a try.